Okay, so I've kind of wanted to talk about this for a while, and I thought it would be a good start. I thought it would be a good initial installment for the truth, and I've wanted to talk about this for a while, and it's been on my mind for quite a while. And so I'll just start it out. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all social networks really are a disease, and we're all part of it. Right, I'm part of it, you're part of it, and I've had this horrible feeling when I realized that I couldn't remember really, or it was kind of hazy, what I did before Facebook or even MySpace, right, before all that stuff existed. Did I just sit there and watch TV? Did I socialize? I don't know. I feel like I had more friends, before all that, and social media was meant to bring people together, but it really feels like it had done more to separate everyone, right? So social networks are super addicting, right? And they offer a multitude of other addictions like Candy Crush, right? So within the addiction, there's other little tiny ones, right? So Facebook is like a gateway drug that no one can resist. Everyone eventually succumbs to the network and all that comes with it. What most people don't realize is that they're actually quite literally addicted to it, right? It is an addiction. Once you admit it to yourself verbally, like you actually literally have to say it out loud to yourself that you're addicted, you'll be on a path to breaking that spell, which has this neurological hold on people, right? So Facebook has this algorithm, right? And everyone's aware of it. No one's blind to it, right? That analyzes every user for the express purpose of selling you on stuff. But they keep trying to sell you the same crap, right? So if I'm interested in war games, Facebook will flash more war games at me, right? But I'm not always interested in war games, right? And even not even for that long. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, for a complicated piece of software, it does very little to expand people's horizons. There are things that you should always avoid in conversation, like real life conversation, the 3 taboos. And it's avoid talking about sex, money, and politics. And yeah, war is included in politics with your friends, right? So these are the things that when you're grouped up together with your buddies, you don't generally discuss these things, right? Unless you kind of, make a date of it or something. And so Facebook has completely erased these rules. That's no longer the case. So that's almost everything anyone ever talks about. And it's really spiraling. I thought it was out of control, but it keeps getting worse and worse. So I don't know when out of control will be. When people see each other in real life, no one knows how to have a conversation without the taboos, right? They always keep bringing it up, and I'm like, shut up, have a regular conversation. I know that there are more than 3 taboos, like some would say violence and religion would be included, or could be included, or should be included, but that's really up to the individual. I have my 3, right? And really, you should have 3 topics, at least 3, that you refuse to have a conversation about with other people, unless you make like scheduled or just in general, like, okay, you want to talk about it, let's talk about it, but over a different venue. You should really get to know people based on what they do and not what they believe, right? Get to know them by their actions instead of their beliefs, right? The beliefs, we kind of have that freedom at birth, that we get our beliefs and we get to believe what we believe, and that's kind of our freedom, right? If all you do is hang out with people with exact beliefs, you put yourself in a box. You can't expect to broaden your perspective if all you let in are the same people with the same exact belief. It's really immature and ignorant, right? I have Christian friends, I have Catholic friends, I have atheist and agnostic friends, I have friends who love guns and friends who abhor violence. Okay, I have PC friends and super un-PC friends. I'm totally cool with it. It's actually kind of cool to experience, really, all the different people. I've totally derailed those, so let me get back on track. Facebook and Instagram feeds the Kardashian culture to people, right? What I mean by that is I have to discuss the implications. So I had a conversation with my wife about what the purpose of some of her posts are. Why is there a need to take a photo of what you're doing? Seemingly, you're having fun, right? And post it online for the world to see. If I'm enjoying my life, I have no need or want to take a photo and post it. I'm having my moment, and no one will understand it anyways, really. You know, every post that I see of people having fun, I'm using air quotes on that, screams either this is the fun that you're not having and don't you wish you could be here, but really they seem lonely to me. Right? Or another one is I secretly want you to envy my life. And that really leads to depression. And depression among people who use social media, like who are addicted, is huge. It's a massive number. Right? And we're starting to see like suicides because of that. That never happened before, right? So my example for this is if someone is on the side of the road with a broken leg, the last thing I expect for them to do is to post their situation on Facebook and Instagram. And if they did, they would get a lot of comments like, maybe instead of posting it, you should call 911, you know, get your priorities straight. That's how I feel about people who are supposedly having fun. Maybe instead of posting about it, you should be experiencing it. Be in the moment 100%. Who is supposed to be seeing that part anyways? Like, who is this for? You know, are there friends you'd rather be hanging out with? You know, are your friends going to look at it and be like, oh yeah, we just did this 5 seconds ago? I don't get it. I guess I just want you to think about why you're doing what you're doing and be honest with yourself about it. Remove Facebook and Instagram from the event, right? Or remove your phone completely. And are you actually having fun? Are you actually having a good time? Or would you rather be somewhere else? And if you're truly having a great time, just enjoy the moment. Take a photo, keep it to yourself, show your friends the photo the next time you all meet up. So I guess all I'm saying is Facebook and Instagram is even worse, by the way. You get photos of people that to me is almost like the point, is to try to make somebody else jealous of what you're doing or envy or just, you know, I'm not really sure what the purpose is. I'm also, you know, like I'm guilty. You know, I use Facebook, I use Instagram. I try to really just focus on either jokes or something funny or something lighthearted, you know, or just, you know, something about something I'll want to remember later. And that's just for my personal account. For, you know, I use the Instagram account for all my other channels to peddle my wares, I guess, you know, but other than that, I don't know. What do you use Instagram for? Tell me. Leave it in the comments. I'm really curious. My wife will catch me doing this. I'll just go through my Instagram and just look at the photos I've taken and the memories that I have. And that's kind of my memory maker is Instagram. For that purpose, I'm really not there to be like, all right, you know, here's what I'm doing now. Don't you wish you could be here? What really annoys me is when I see a whole big group photo of people at like a bar or like at a restaurant. They're like, yeah, we're having so much fun. Well, what do you need to post about it for? Like, who's it for? It looks like all your friends are there. You know, is that for your friends? I really, that's what like gets me or stumps me, I guess, is who is it for? What are you posting for? And is it that fun that I don't know. It just seems to me like maybe posting it makes it look more fun, or kind of adjust the memory so it was, you know, so people are like, oh yeah, that was fun, you know, instead of, I don't know. If you have any thoughts on this, comment below. But that's my rant. And really the truth to me is that Facebook is a disease. It really is, and nobody's safe from it. Nobody has, can resist it. Everybody has, at one point or another, had a Facebook account, and some people are like, well, I'm deleting mine and going to just the PC to check it online that way, and that really doesn't absolve you from your addiction. It's just you're putting it into a different format. You're doing something else with it. I want to talk about cell phones, but I'll do that later. And cell phone addiction is a huge aspect of that. I think maybe before Facebook, it was cell phones, and that is really the major gateway, right? It just opens up a whole world of information that you really, I don't know, is it necessary, and is it needed? I don't know. Instant gratification, I want to talk about that as well. But that's it for today's The Truth. Stay tuned. I'll have another one. I have another one in the works, and it's about your health. Well, it's always about health, or, usually about health, but this one is directly involving your health. All right. Or the next one is. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.